Phillip. Yielding, Larry Thomas. Shanks, James Everett.
My husband could have been here. This is a friend.
I have today ordered to Vietnam the Air Mobile Division and certain other forces which will raise our fighting strength from 75,000 to 125,000 men almost immediately.
We never turn anything down. If it's a hot LZ, we go in. If it's raining, monsoon, it doesn't matter, we go in. We do not turn down a mission. Our job is to save lives, regardless of the cost. We had a pretty good return rate. And like I say, we'd lose a ship an average once a month due to mechanical failure or a hostile fire. But we did not never turn down a mission under any circumstances. Dust off just doesn't do that. And you know, it was an honor to fly with those boys and be with them, and the majority of them were volunteers. If a man didn't want to fly dust off, he could go back to the field or go to a field unit, you know. Most of the guys that were there, they were there because they were there for one reason, that was to save lives.
We had like 26 or 27 inches of rain, and they kept going out and dust off refused to leave a man out there. They flew in, were on penetrators. My husband come in a penetrator and penetrate down on the side of the mountainsides and pull them up and out of treetops. And this was 4 friends of his that he flew. They traded, you know, out. They always had a pilot, co-pilot, a medic, and a guy like my husband to go down the penetrator and bring them up to them. And they don't give Purple Hearts for people that go down on a mission like this. Here's Steve's name.
Steve, he was the medic. Rocky Armstead, he was the co-pilot. Orville Boland was the pilot. Hubert D. Sutton was the crew chief. They were all lost up by Quang Tri, October '69. Well, they'd flown out that day five times trying to make a pickup. That was in the monsoon, and they couldn't see. The rain was so bad. And on the 5th trip back in the POL, the pilot got vertigo, and they flew in the ground. That was it.
Lit cigarettes hang loosely off these lips as they go start the war. Burnt fingertips from men so close to fires just to keep.
This is my brother-in-law, John Richard Ballard. He was married to my sister, Patricia, and he was from Tallahassee, Florida. He left a wife and 3 children, 2 daughters, Tony and Susan, and a son, Brett. He was a very, very good soldier, a lieutenant in the Army, and he was a guided missile expert, and he was gung-ho, and we have missed him since he died in August of '66. We'll never forget it.
I attended Holmes County High School in Holmes County, Florida, and as far as I know, of course I haven't been back there for many years, but he was the only one from my class who actually died in Vietnam. Preston Ellis was his name, and it's doubtful that I'm ever going to make it to Washington, so I just wanted to come out here as a way of just kind of paying tribute to him.
Pay attention to the world around you. There is a world around you. Ha! Ho! Ha! Ya! Ha! Pay attention to the world around you. There is a world around you. Ha! Ho! Ha!
Some of us find it, but we will find it. Are we talking about an Alfred Duggar? He's on the east wall, we're on the west wall.
35.
I'm a man of my country. With pride I stand here before you all. I'm leaving my family behind. I'm off to fight for the cause.
I didn't go near the VA or nothing for 25 years. Because when I got back, you couldn't know any other Vietnam vets.
Well, I was 21 when I went in from Nashua, New Hampshire. And I was drinking at the VFW up there, having a beer, you know, with the boys after work. Yeah. And I come back from Nam, I ran in there, you know, with my discharge papers. I said, hey, I want to join. He said, you can't join. I said, what do you mean I can't join? He said, that wasn't a war. I said, what?
Police action,
Yeah, that was police action. That wasn't a war. Yeah. There's 58,000 names up there on that wall, so, you know, it's a little bit, that's not a police action, you know. Now they're begging you to join because the guys are all past
all the time.
Edward Merle, Haney, Keith Eugene, McCon, Francis Joseph Jr., Likely, Richard Allen, Weston, James Edward, Rogers, Larry Lee, Stoner, William Dennis, Bingham, Tony Ray, West, Donald Frederick, Borgia, Juan Santos, DeMuth, Richard Lawrence, Morgan, Dennis Edward, Evans, Ronald Lee, Norris, Alan Emil, Medina, David Phillip.